In our effort to expand access to education, we'll revisit the initiative of Community Day Senior High Schools, which were popularly called the E-blocks. These schools have been abandoned without any justifiable reason by the current administration. We're going to build more E-blocks, community day schools, in high urban population areas. And I've spoken about this. What I've said is, in some of the high urban population areas where land is difficult to find, we're going to take existing secondary schools because they have extra land, and we'll put a second secondary school on the same land so that we can expand the number of children who have access to secondary education. With the E-blocks or the community day schools that we have built in rural areas that have a wide catchment area, we will provide dormitory blocks so that children who come from outside the community where the school is will have a place to stay while they learn. With the much publicized problem militating against the successful implementation of the free SHS program, we intend to tackle them head-on. With regards to STEM education, we're going to streamline STEM education, mainstream STEM education into our educational system. We don't believe in standalone STEM secondary schools like this administration is building. We believe that to get a holistic training, all-round training, even if you are studying the humanities, you need some science education and some mathematics and technical education. And so rather than build standalone STEM secondary schools, we're going to rehabilitate all the old science resource centers and create them into STEM centers so that all the secondary schools can have access to STEM learning instead of a few privileged secondary schools. In all the E-blocks that we built, the community day schools, we put 4 laboratories. A laboratory for physics, for chemistry, biology, and general science. Those laboratories are going to be the STEM centers for the community day schools. We're going to develop those laboratories in all the community day schools as their STEM centers. With all the other secondary schools, the science resource centers will be available for them to use as their STEM centers.